Alright, so in this video, we're going to do like the reverse of what we did yesterday, which was we had to solve for compound inequalities and then graph them. Well, today, what we're going to do is they're going to give you a graph of a solution like I have two written out right here, and then you have to come up with the inequality for that graph. And there's two ways that we could do each. Remember, like there were keywords yesterday, the words or and the word and. And I remember that the word and was when they used the word and, there was a line connecting the two numbers in the inequality. And if it was the word or, they were on either side of those two numbers. Okay, so I believe this is going to be an and one, and let's just see if that makes sense. So first, if I look at the -3, if I look at x, okay, remember x stands for my solution, the blue area in this one, or the dark red. I believe that's what that color looks like in this one. But in here, x, is that going to be greater than or less than -3? Well, I look, and it's on the right side of -3, and it's an open circle, so it's not equal to -3. So if it's on the right side, that means it's greater than -3. And, sorry, that's supposed to be an n, and x, well, if I look at 8, all right, x is on the left side of 8, and I notice that that's a closed circle. If it's on the left side, it's less than, and since it's a closed circle, it's equal to also 8. So here's one way I could write my compound inequality, just like this. All right, and then here's another way I could do it. All right, if I look and I start with my smallest number, I'm going to say -3. Again, -3 is on the left side of x, so that means it's less than x. And I remember x is on the left side of 8, and it can also be equal to 8, so it's less than or equal to 8. All right, so if we look at these, x with the -3 is still on the greater side symbol of the inequality symbol there, and it's still on the less than side of the 8 in this. So this is basically a way of combining these two inequalities into one. Either answer is acceptable. I just wanted to show you both ways of how to do it. If you gave me the and answer or you gave me this answer, either one is fine. Now let's look at the one below. So let's start with the left one. I look, x again is my solution, is everything on the left side of -3, and it's also equal to -3. Well, if it's on the left side, it's going to be less than, and since it's a closed circle, it's equal to also -3. And since there isn't a line connecting these two, it's an or. Then I look at the next part, and I have x. Sorry, I have a cat that's annoying me right now. Yeah, but I look, and my solution is everything on the right side of this 8, and it's also a closed circle, so since it's on the right side, it's greater than, and it can also be equal to as well, 8. So there's one way to write my solution, or I could also write it like this. I start with my smallest one, I have -3, and remember -3 is on the greater than or equal to side for the x, so I'm going to put greater than or equal to, so that part that's opening up on the inequality with the -3 stays consistent. We're just essentially flipping it. Then x, and x is greater than or equal to 8, right? So everything's still staying consistent. Both of these answers would work. But you don't have to write both. I just want one or the other. Okay? I was just showing you two ways to write it.